Alright, so we finally have the translation of chapter 1007 of One Piece. And I don't know about you guys, but this is one of the most exciting chapter I have read. Not only we see that Chopper slaps Queen, which shocked everyone, but at the end of the chapter we also saw that the one who cured the Red Scabbard's wound was none other than ODEN himself in his young form. As always, we will be covering all these theories in this video, but before that, make sure to subscribe to the channel to watch more of the One Piece content and like the video so that YouTube can recommend this video to more One Piece fans. So let's keep the hype building up and let's get started. Okay, so the chapter name is Tanaki-san, which is Chopper's Wano name. So the chapter starts and we see that on the life floor, and we see that the Kaido crew is actually in a disbelief, where we see most of the captain are like injured or killed by just one person, Haigoro the Flower. Seeing this, when Drake's axe says that this is why in the past Wano was feared. Then we move towards Haigoro, where we see that one of the Yakuza leader is actually going to slice Haigoro's head so that he does not transform into an ice demon and kill everyone. We see that Yakuza is actually very sad and he does not want to kill Haigoro. We see that whole surrounding is really sad as they all believe him as their father. Not only Haigoro, there are other Yakuzas as well who are being killed. Then the chapter shifts toward Haigoro and we see that one of the Yakuza is going to slice his head so that he does not transform into his ice demon form and kill everyone. The whole surrounding every Yakuza is very sad as he acted as their father figure. As everyone is very desperate to save Haigoro, they are pleasing Chopper so that he can make the antidote in time. Then we see that the whole Kaido crew, which is also affected by Queen's attack, is actually begging him to save them, but he says to them that they should know their place and does not order him. And continuing this, he also says that the Ice Demon virus is his magnum opus. In fact, it could be said that it was created specially to kill all of you guys. Then he said that he gave them time so that they can move and improve their techniques, but they did not did so. So that's why now they are dying due to his virus. And he also says, you are going to be waiters forever. You losers can only be useful to almighty Pete Pirates by becoming Ice Demon now and blossom in death. Then one of the person in the crowd says, you are telling us that we were meant to die? He says, that's right, you guys were easy to be replaced. And then we see that some of those men are actually transforming into ice demons, and everyone is trying to protect themselves by not dying worthless. Then Queen has one more trick in his sleeves. He's enraging all the the samurais and telling them that what do you think, how can you rely on pirates? Pirates are just a bunch of liars. What do you think that Tanaki-san inside making medicine? He might have made the antidote and used for himself and left you all to die. But then the samurai says that he's not like you, we have faith in him. Just as one of the Yakuza boss was going to chop Haigoro's head, Chopper came in time just as I predicted in my last video and inserted his medicine or the antidote inside his mouth. Not only this, he also released this antidote in the air in a powder form, and then he explained it to Queen that there are tons of thousands on this floor and it would be impossible to administrate and inject them one by one. So I analyzed the virus and synthesized my own counter virus on the basis of your method. It's your fool virus against mine. By this, he protected everyone, even the Kaido crew, and all the Kaido crew are now fighting for Straw Hat and not Kaido anymore. Seeing this, even Queen is very surprised, and he also and Chopper also replied to Queen that viruses are not to be weaponized. And just at the next moment, we see that the Kaido crew, Marco and everyone holds on to Queen, and Chopper slaps him, and he slaps him so hard that he coughs blood out of his mouth, and it was so shocking that even everyone including Haigoro, Drax, even Marco was shocked and disgusted by seeing his blood. Then chapter takes us towards CP0, where the leader explained that once when Navy actually arrested Kaido, they actually tried to synthesize his devil fruit by Vega's punk, but it was a failure and lead to a great explosion. But then there was some investigation done, and it was got to know that there was still some research going on there, and then that's all. And he thinks that the experiment that failed was a good thing, as it would be very dangerous if one of the fruit like Kaido is born. So I think that fruit is actually created and is eaten by Momosuke, and that is insane. So it can be that Momosuke might be the one coming in the clutch at the end and kills Kaido. It will be really good and a really good revenge plot. So we will see about that. So then chapter continues as the chapter translates toward the storeroom behind the castle tower where the whole red scabbards were, and they were actually very surprised by who treated them. And the one of them was I vaguely remember and capture glimpse of his face, but it has to be a dream. There's no way it is possible or real. Then we see that boom. Then we see that Kinemon is actually really surprised. Luffy, he stepped up and fight. Boom. Then Kinemon said that Luffy Taro actually stepped in the fight to fight Kaido, but we are defeated. And then we see the one who saved all of them was none other than ODEN himself, and he was oh, I was hoping to cross our path again. You have aged quite a bit. Ha ha ha. Okay, so now let's talk about how this guy ODEN actually is alive. So there are many theories roaming around that one, it can be one that it can be Kanjiro, and he regrets all his decision by backstabbing Kinemon and the Straw Hats, and is now trying to actually motivate them, and that's why he made this drawing of his. But we don't know, I don't remember that was his drawing able to talk. And not only that, the fact that ODEN actually has N, the sword that currently Zoro has, it is pretty impossible for him to have that in same time. So my other theory can be boom. So what is he it is really surprising. This is one of the most shocking thing I have seen in a while in a manga. But then there are many also saying that this is Onimaru transformed into human form, but we still don't know that does he actually possess those scars on the face and the body when he transforms. So I don't think that he is as well. So it can be that he's from a different dimension or something like that, because that's the only way he can actually get those sword as well. But then if you see, he has a different sword, so I think that ODEN actually survived, I don't know how, somewhat he survived and actually came into the present time after 20 years and traveled through it. But he was waiting for 6 months or so that everyone can form a plan to defeat Kaido and others. So yeah, it will be pretty interesting, and also seeing Momosuke having similar devil fruit to Kaido is actually really exciting, and actually shifts the gear of the fight and what will happen in the future of this arc. So definitely drop down your comments down below and tell me what do you like about this chapter, and see you guys in the next one.